Hello YouTube, I'm the new guy and this is my modified Yugoslavian SKS. It is chambered in 7.62 by 39. It's a round of Tula, steel cased, full metal jacket. Don't want to see these coming down range at you. Get rid of that. You'll see that this weapon is carrying the ATI Strike Force furniture with the ATI adjustable fold out stock. It has the Tapco 20 round magazine, Tapco extended mag release. It has the UTG receiver cover with reason why I like this receiver cover is that it has these little bolts here on the side that actually clamp down right to the receiver in case you want to put the shell deflector on here. I'm not going to go with the shell deflector, but I do like that these actually screw down and clamp right to the receiver, because this is where all the recoil is at, all the pressure, all the force, and this will help keep my red dot in zero. It has an NC Star tri-rail scope mount. It is see-through down here in the bottom. I can look through here and still utilize the iron sights. Leapers red dot, green dot, has 5 levels of illumination. Really like this scope. Only paid $20 for it from eBay. With where it's positioned at right now, when I have this shoulder mounted with both eyes open, I don't even see the scope at all. All I see is the red or green dot floating in space. I close one eye, then I'll actually see the scope, but both eyes open, don't even see it. It does have a push button vertical foregrip bipod. This is really neat. I really like this. I saw a YouTube video for one from Mako, which was $135, and we all know that I'm a cheap ass, so I paid $18 for this one. And very sturdy, very solid. It is actually an airsoft foregrip. As you can hear that spring, it shoots out with some force. It's very solid, very hard plastic. The bipod legs are plastic, but they're steel reinforced underneath here. Very solid. Still has the Yugoslavian grenade launcher up front here with the grenade launcher sights. I'll never be using them. I'm actually going to be taking the grenade launcher and the sights off and replacing them with the I believe I'm going to go with the Tapco slant muzzle brake for the SKS. Another thing about this weapon is the SKS utilizes a free-floating firing pin, which can be dangerous due to this old Army surplus ammunition. It's kind of dirty, so this steel cased ammo, it's dirty. This stuff's been around forever, and the firing pin would tend to get gummed up inside there, and then when the bolt returns home after putting a round into the chamber, when the bolt returns back to battery and that firing pin is in the forward position, it will cause a slam fire, and your weapon will go fully auto on you with your finger nowhere near the trigger, and even to have the safety on, they'll still discharge full auto. Very dangerous, so I have replaced that with the Murray's spring-loaded firing pin. I will give you a link to their website in the description below this video. And another thing, a lot of you SKS purists will know that you have to have the bolt in the rear position locked open in order to remove the magazine or to put a new one on. This one here, I've done a modification that allows me to remove the magazine or put it back on with the bolt in the forward position. What I've done is the bolt has 2 lips that there are 2 ridges on the outside edges of the bolt that slide underneath the lips of the magazine. I don't know if you can see here. Let me get a flashlight. What we have here, let's see if we can get this to focus. What we have here is two lips on the magazine. I get rid of that flashlight. That's garbage. That there's two ridges on the bolt that will slide underneath these lips of this magazine, and that's when it pushes the bullet up into the chamber, and the bolt will be slid all the way home with those two ridges underneath these lips. So there's no way for you to get the magazine out with that bolt closed. When the bolt is open, those ridges are no longer engaged with that lip, and you can remove the magazine. What I've done is take that bolt and took a grinder and ground down those ridges flush with the rest of the bolt, so it just slips right in here without engaging those lips. The problem with that is that if you have a fully loaded magazine, then there's no room for that bolt to come down and come to seat in this magazine, because normally with a fully loaded magazine, that bolt would push the first round up into the chamber, but with those ridges gone and trying to slide the magazine in there, there's no room for it to go if the magazine is fully loaded. So I just keep 19 rounds in the magazine, and I don't have any problem. I think that's about it. Those are the modifications that I have for my SKS. It is 922R compliant. You can go to the TAPCO website and look up the 922R, which our American government has done with the assistance of our wonderful Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, is they have deemed that these old military surplus rifles have 20 key components. And of those 20 key components, you are only allowed to have 10 of them that are foreign made. You have the other 10 have to be, or at least 10 have to be American made, domestic parts. This rifle here actually only actually has 8 of the foreign made parts that are required from that list of 20. So this is 922R compliant. If you have an SKS or an old AK-47, you know, the German Mauser, I believe, falls in that category. There's a number of weapons, the Segas. Any old surplus rifle that falls into the sporting category, or assault rifle, as they like to call it, they are only allowed 10 of the 20 922R compliant parts. They're allowed to be foreign made. The rest have to be American made. So check out your weapon. And there's different things like the gas tube. There's different parts. You just look at the website and they'll tell you all the different ones. But that's what we've got from my Yugoslavian SKS. And let's remember to keep the quality up and the cost down. Thanks a lot.